What's cooking, folks? Vermillion Phoenix here, and today I'm going to start jumping into some Sanctum. Sanctum is a first-person shooter tower defense game created by Coffee Stain Studios, and it's one of my personal favorite games, just because I like tower defense in general, and I really like the interesting mechanics between the way that you build the towers and your sort of first-person shooter weapons behave in relation to them. Either way, this game has a few other features like a built-in text-to-speech program that are kind of hilarious. So I'm going to go ahead and jump in and we'll be able to take a look at this. The stages are kind of long. So I'm going to play the game on normal and we're going to see how far we can get. I haven't actually beaten all the new maps that were added. So this will be interesting. Yeah, old save file gone. Gotcha. So, there's a lot of towers in this game. Not as many as the newer Sanctums, I think. But there's the killing floor, which is essentially just a refreshing landmine. The accelerator is a weird sort of turret that increases the damage the longer it is firing on targets. Drones send out little floaty lasers that ignore armor, I believe. And there's a bunch of stuff here. Gatlings are pretty much your starting turret. I don't like the Gatlings. They can't hit anything in the air, and I never know when air things are going to show up because this game doesn't tell you everything that's going to be there first, unlike some of the newer ones. Like, doesn't just give you a heads up. So, what I'm going to go with is the Scatter Laser, Lightning, and Violator. And you also get to choose your weapons. I have the Tesla, Rex, and Freeze. Now the Tesla fires a short-range electricity beam that can pierce enemies and hit multiple ones if they're grouped up tightly. The Rex is your all-purpose rocket launcher. You can fire homing rockets, or you can just blow the hell out of things that are nearby. And then there's the Freeze cannon, or Freeze gun. It fires a little orb that slows everything in a radius, and the alternate fire is just a burst of freeze that will stop anything for a small period of time. All the weapons in the game have their purposes, but that's the loadout that I particularly like to use. So we're going to equip that and we're going to start building. So blocking that area off, you have a few pre-built televators. If you're unfamiliar with Sanctum in general, televators are a combination of a teleporter and an elevator. You can't jump high enough to get on top of your own blocks. Tragedies, I know. But they have the ability to allow you to teleport on top of them. So if you build a complex maze and you need a way to get on top of everything, that's pretty much how you do it. Gonna put a Violator up there. Violators are extremely long range and high damage. Pretty much one of my favorite towers. And we're going, gotta actually let it build. Alright, so once we finish dealing with these horrible xenomorphic scum, we will be able to deal with the rest of this game. Alright, that's actually what we want to do there. That will make them path around here. Oh, missed the block. Alright, now they have to come over here. We can block this off. Now they're going up the stairs. Alright, that gives us some room to jump around. Now, if we want to make this really interesting... Oh, we can't. Alright, yeah, they don't... This isn't far enough back that we can actually prevent them from... or we can force them to maze any further. But they're going to come around. Here we go. They come in from down here. Path up here. Go up the stair or the ramp there, across this bridge, back down and around. So towers here get to make 2 passes on them. And I can set up another row here that'll basically be able to decimate them on their way up. Now there are multiple layouts for this particular stage. Let me not do that yet. Whoop. I want to sell the tower, not the base. There we go. Well, Come on, come on. There we go. Okay, no more towers. I guess we don't really need to summon any up at the top there. Here's what we do for now then. Give me a scatter up front, and then a light. Scatter, scatter. Lightning, lightning. And here is where we want to, oh, not enough for a violator. Alright, we are stuck. Now, it should be noted that you have to use money to upgrade your guns too. This is a feature that was removed in Sanctum 2. The guns all have static damage, and you have like effects that you can equip to your character, perks, but no more gun levels. That's a blessing and a curse. The gun levels are capped, and so are the levels of the towers, but the enemies' HP and defenses are not. So in survival situations, the game can literally just outscale you, and that's the only really big issue that I've found with this game, but we won't run into it while playing the normal mode, I believe. That's one of the annoying parts too. You cannot really make great use of your weapons without the upgrades. Okay. Checkpoint saved. Alright. How much money do we have? 65. I'm gonna go ahead and upgrade that Tesla. I completely pushed the wrong thing. Upgrades into your weapons can't be refunded like upgrades into other things, and in this you can actually only upgrade your towers during the standby phases. Alright. Actually, I shouldn't even be doing that, but that is my fault. Tasing enemies is the most effective way. Okay, so now we have to deal with these little bastards. How much does it cost to upgrade the scatters? Scatters actually get much better when you level them up. There we go. 23% of the damage done was by the first two towers. Okay. Lets me know what I should be doing.
Defense sequence activated. Defense grid set to extermination mode.
Well, the Violator's definitely doing what it needs to. Alright, let this cool down. Weapons have a cooldown rather than an actual clip size. This is important because it means that as long as you space your fire properly, you don't really have to worry about anything else going on in the game. Now the annoying thing about everything here is that the televators are kind of pace breaking, or at least immersion breaking when you're listening to like the AI voice. But whoops, not what I wanted. There we go. T is for tells. Gotcha. So those guys have armor, and the only thing that is going to break the armor is this, a sniper round, or a particularly powered up violator. Okay, there we go. That guy is not staying up today. So it takes a few shots for their armor to fall. Afterwards, the towers will actually be able to deal damage to them. Before that, essentially, you gotta hit them in their weak spots. And again, the only thing, like, they have to take a very large amount of damage to actually break their armor. Crap. Alright. Crap, I missed that. That is very, very bad. Alright, there we go. And now you can be tased. Alright. It's also important to know that your guns are going to actually be cooling down as you switch back and forth between them. So it's completely okay to just repeatedly switch weapons here. That's actually the point of the game. As soon as you use the weapon's effects, you just drop it and switch back over to something else. So the reload mechanics in this game are interesting and odd. Pretty much works that way in Sanctum 2, except in Sanctum 2 they added in the idea of manual reloads and magazines, so you actually do have to reload there. Later's only 25. I should do that like a lot. Okay. Now pre-builts will basically just allow you to dump your money into them. What do we have? Ooh, we want the scatter lasers up. You always want the scatter lasers upgraded, really. I don't have enough for that one. Let's just pump the first two. And then we'll let it ride. Alright, you hosted deplorable bastards. Get over here and let's see what you got. That's freeze ball. And that's the rocket. You have to forgive Sky. She's very happy when she gets to gun down some aliens. Actually, I don't even know if these guys are aliens particularly. I just know that they're not human. Like, there's no story to the first Sanctum. You just kind of jump in and have to shoot stuff. Like, at least, like, with the game, there's no sort of exposition given in it whatsoever, which is a bit detracting. I mean, it's not the greatest thing in the world. Crap, I could have got a level 3. And again, you cannot sell upgrades to your weapons. Once they're in, they are locked. And I think that, in addition with a couple of other things, probably influenced the devs to remove the weapon upgrade system later on. These guys are chargers. They move really fast when they are not turning. If they don't have to turn for a short period of time, they will actually start to move very rapidly. They don't have a lot of life though. So, whoa. My tower setup is pretty on point at the moment. And there's Sky's sadistic laugh again. Ooh, and these are the big walkers. These are pretty much your large scary dudes. Oh, that's why everything didn't cost that much to level up. I thought they only had 3 levels. I think it may actually be 5. Interesting. Okie dokie. Boom. I should actually put a violator over here. I think I'll do that next round. Eat the rockets, sir. They're good for you. They're full of vitamin boom. There we go. Slow your big ass down. Gonna need you to stop trying to run. You're not done yet? So, the freeze gun, I'm just gonna have to unload on this dude. Oh gosh, it's still not cooled down. There we go. Slow him down. Make him run. Was there another one? No. Okay. Woo. Yeah, so big dude's kind of tough. Violator. The freeze gun cools down faster as you actually level it up. And these guns need a bit of work down. They're feeling kind of weak. All right. Got enough for that. Not enough for you though. Not enough to level up anything else because I built that other violator. Alright, you know what? Why don't I make one violator really good? Instead of worrying about building a second one. I mean, violators are better if you build more because their rate of fire is atrocious. Like atrociously atrocious. Yeah, and you get multiple rockets with the Rex as you level it up. The Tesla, like the lightning towers, gets this bounce effect where it will hit one enemy. Actually, let me just jump in there. And so that's what I mean about it just kind of going through enemies. It will literally pierce them. Now, if enemies running actually touch you, they'll do this weird thing where they, well, not weird, they hit you, and it causes your screen to shake, and they can actually knock you places. The freeze gun is interesting in that when you fire it at things, it can either latch onto a surface or an enemy. If it hits an enemy, as long as that enemy is near anything else, it will slow it. And if it's a surface, anything moving through that area will be slowed. So it's really no bad use for the freeze gun other than just shooting at a place that nothing's ever going to walk through. Which should be rare. Should be rare. Let's get that level 4 going. Ooh, that's a lot. If I want the level 5, get the level 2U. And you don't have enough for anything else that's of consequence. But can put another violator here. More violators. Alright, we have chargers and we have walkers. Not really worried about those. I am going to need to pump up my ice gun in the next wave though, I believe. You always want the ice gun pumped up. So you can see everything around it starting to get a bit slowed there. And it's always good to unload the Rex because when do you ever have enough boom? You always want more boom in your life. Oh wow. Oh wow. Alright. So that thing just booted me off the stage, and that will happen. Like I said before, there's no true death in Sanctum. You just kind of have to televator back. Okay. All right. Pretty good. And there is, oh wait, there's a level 6? Maybe 6 is the last level then. Must be because I just pumped all of my stuff in there. So much for getting that ice tower leveled up, right? Ooh. Alright. Okay, it died. Now, because there is no reload system, it should be noted that with things like the Rex, if you do not empty the clip, you don't get a reload. That's one of the few quirks that are problematic here. Yeah, just gonna need you to stop. Alright, that worked out well enough. Gonna do that, and I think we can walkers, say hello to my lightning. Nope. Yeah. Alright, there we go. There were no flyers, right? Nope, just a bunch of walkers. Alright. I don't think they actually give you flyers on the first stage in story. Mainly because I don't think they would normally have given you the anti-air tower yet. Yep, not blowing things up enough. Slow down for me. Let me get my rockets back. Tasered you in the butt. Whoa. Get back here. Whoa. Okay. Uh-oh. We got this, lady. All right. Chargers and a big dude. This is not even the last wave. Ooh, what do we charge up? Will I deal more damage, or I like having another rocket on the Rex? This could also be really good. Rex rockets. Freeze. Rex rockets. Damage spam from the Rex is pretty much one of the best things in this game. Nope, I missed that. That was my fault. They're not even close enough for that to matter. So, rocket jumping is actually a thing in this game, because you don't have a health pool and can't die from just like impacts. If you are close enough to your rockets, you can just bounce off of them. Okay, I have more of the armored dudes. So besides just pumping this up, I could also have boosted the lightnings, but choosing not to right now. Just because those can actually just go directly through the shield at range under the right circumstances. Okay. Whoa. Let me actually get the hits in. Alright. Still waiting. So, oh. Yeah, again, gotta make sure that Rex is empty. And a good tower setup pretty much means that you can be stationary in this. If my towers weren't particularly well set up, I'd be chasing enemies and having to run all over the place, and that would just be a travesty. Now, you'll probably notice that it seems like these guys have a lot of health. I'm sorry, very little health. That's because that shield that happens when they're blue basically reduces the damage that they take by a fixed amount per wave. I think it's like 10 damage. So once you get up above around, I don't know, but 40 or so waves, they start taking off like hundreds of damage, or it reduces it. And you have to get through that shield before any damage actually gets dealt and can remove the shield. Eventually they can just become invulnerable, and that's why you actually need the armor piercing drones later on. That's without it, they don't care. 400. I like my Rex. And we got more armored dudes. I also like this. I could do this and the freeze if I don't do the Rex, but that's almost double the damage. This is also double the damage, specifically. I'm gonna show the Tesla some love and the freeze, and then we're just gonna let it ride.
Defense sequence activated. Defense grid set to extermination.
Let's do this. You can never fire too many rockets in your enemy's face. Remember that. It will serve you well. Whoa. Need y'all to get out of here with that charging beam of weapon stuff. That's still recharging, won't even be able to use it. Alright. Whoop.
Defense grid set to building mode.
Big walkers and the armored dudes. Interesting. Rex or Tesla? Rex or Tesla? Tesla gets really good with one more upgrade, does about as much damage as the Rex. Rex better at AoE though. Or we can level up a tower. Psh. Rex. So if you couldn't tell, I kind of like rocket launchers. I will blame the original Red faction for that whole situation. The original Red faction with its whole geomod ideas was pretty solid game, especially for PS2, which is the platform I had it on at the time. Yeah, gonna need you to just die, dude. Slow down. Missed that. Stop living. There we go.
In hibernation. Defense grid set to building mode.
Like almost enough for a level 5 tower. Probably shouldn't spend it on guns. Chargers and little guys. Hello, Scatter Tower. You are now level 5. The rest is saved. Next level, we level a gun. Whoops. 5 rockets in the Rex now. I'm loving it. So fire that into the crowd, let it stick. And kablooey. Not getting through here that easy. Come on. Let's do this. What's up, little dudes? Have you met my friend Explosions? So another thing that you'll realize here is that corpses pile up. And they do not disappear in a timely fashion or continue to be affected by physics, which makes enemies dying in a single place very messy when trying to actually shoot at things. And that would probably be another shortcoming of the game. Still solid though. Alright, so I can have a level 6 tower now. Ooh, level 6 tower is so good. Not enough for more explosions. Alright, you win this time, level 6 tower. That is the max level. And you have been doing a very good job of making sure that things were very efficiently murdered. Laser, laser, laser. Slow down. Explosions for everyone. Alright, tase all the things. Oh wow, alright, that was pretty far. Okay. Going to come back up here, see what made it through. Mostly charges, it looks like. And they will be taken out by pretty much all of my remaining defenses. Alright, not bad. Ooh, almost max Tesla. And I got about 2 more waves, so I may actually get to max it. And this is a good wave to level it up on because armor dudes are pretty solid now. You'll see even the Rex, while it can deal damage, does not take off the armor. To take off the armor, they really want you to do crits. Yeah. You are going to lose that armor today, sir. Deal with it. Oh. Okay. There we go. Slow down. No armor for you. There we go. Alright.
Defense grid set to building mode.
I want to get Rexy, but it's Tesla time.
Activated. Defense grid set to extermination mode.
Ooh. Ooh. Ah. Taser you right in the face. So the Tesla is like an interesting mix of the short-range Gatling gun and the sniper rifle. Not quite as good on crits as the sniper, but anything else, it is pretty much a monster. The Gatling is a very useful close-range weapon. Fires a bit faster than the Tesla, but doesn't have that great sniper mechanic. Its alt fire is a short, very short range grenade. And that grenade is really just not as good as it should be. They kind of fixed that in Sanctum 2, and it's an extremely solid weapon. But here, it's pretty much only good against soakers or if you do not have the Tesla. I believe the Tesla is a DLC weapon, or it was originally. I think at some point, like a lot of the DLC was released as just part of the base game right before Sanctum 2 came out. I could be wrong on that though. I had already bought most of this stuff, so Now, almost done here. Not enough to do anything except upgrade the freeze and maybe a tower or two. Now, we're going with mostly big guys, so the freeze for a bit of slow and give that tower base an upgrade and maybe one of these violators. You get a level. Alright, let's make this happen. Now the colors on things pretty much let you know what level it is. This deep red, like you see on the outline of the Tesla here, pretty much lets you know that my guns are maxed. And you can see it's kind of orange on the Rex, meaning that I still have a level to go. Man, those big guys are really durable. And also the red electricity coming out of the Tesla here. And so with the Tesla, that is the charm of specifically not letting it overheat. You can just switch off of it, and then you get to come back dealing all of the damage and life at your enemies. Whoa. Need you to not get in there, dude. Alright, that was the last enemy.
Congratulations.
Alright, and that would be Sky dancing in the middle of the stage with the explorers, I guess you call them. I think that's what they're called in Sanctum TD. Alright, and we were able to make it through that stage. It took us a little bit more than half an hour, but that was pretty solid. So we are going to go ahead and move on to the next stage in the next video. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Feel free, if you haven't, to check out Coffee Stain Studios game selection. I'll probably have a link to their website in the description below. And they have a couple of other games that I'll probably get around to playing. I don't have Goat Simulator. I may wind up picking up that in the future. But Sanctum and Sanctum 2, as well as Super Sanctum TD, I all have. As well as, I think, another game that they did, which I think was the Westport Independent. Either way, I'm rambling now. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, feel free to like the video. Leave me a comment on what you thought about it personally. That's always great. But other than that, subscribe if you want to see more from me. And until next time, guys, have a good one.